Yeah, no, I really understand that. You're never really prepared when you see a seizure. And I often ask neurologists, when do you see your first? And sometimes it's somebody in school, sometimes it's when they're working and it's a patient. I was in a very unusual situation where I saw my best friend have a seizure last summer. It was one of his first, and at that stage, he wasn't diagnosed with epilepsy, and it really frightened me. It was very striking, and the way he spoke about it with me, asking really honest questions. I think he could ask of me as a friend that I don't often hear people ask of me as a doctor. Made me be a lot more I try to be a lot more in tune with people and also speak to people who'd witnessed seizures because it is very scary. Even if you know it's a seizure, often the color change, the breathing change, it's hard to avoid that irrational feeling that somebody is really seriously ill and won't recover in front of you. So I do appreciate that. But on the flip side, I think it's great that you're honest and can talk about your fear. But your friend will also be fearful and will want your support and need your support during this time as well, because things will be tough for them. New medicines may not be able to drive, may not be able to work in the way that they previously had done. And I think they'll appreciate more now more than ever any support you could offer, even if it's not practical support, even if it's just listening and how are you and sticking in there.
Yeah, I completely agree, Rhys. I remember seeing my first seizure when I was in sixth form, yeah, with one of my really good friends, and it sticks with you. And it's that feeling of helplessness of I know what I should do, but I don't know what to do. I don't want to leave them, but I need to get help. You have all these million thoughts going through your mind. So being able to have that, if you're someone with epilepsy, having that open and honest conversation with your friend about what they can do to help, what might be expected. And that can be tough because you don't want to admit that you've necessarily got this scary condition. It could come at any point, and it can feel hard to talk about that, but it's really important if you can to help prepare everyone and so that you can be as safe as possible. And things like we have a first aid poster on the SUDEP Action website, so even just knowing what the key steps are for someone who's either having a generalized seizure, so the one that everyone knows for the shaking, or whether it's a focal seizure, which is the more sort of the absence type seizure, knowing what the things are that you can practically do if you do witness someone, not even a friend, but it could be a member of the public having these types of seizures, what you can do, what to expect and how to act can really help them, not only with their recovery, but also staying safe during that time.